Right, very true.
And also in the Bible, there's a guy named Melchizedek. Now, I'll just touch on him real quick, but this guy, he supposedly came to earth, didn't have a mother or father. It tells you that in the Bible. He didn't have a mother or father. He came to earth. He was here, did his thing. He was like a great dude, like, you know, mad powerful or whatever. And then when he was done with his work, he just left. Like, he didn't die. He just left, and he went back up. That he's in the Bible as well. And that's Ethiopia. So we got Ethiopia, Sumer. And the one I got the most information on, since we don't have that much time, is the Dogon tribe from Africa. Their spiritual practices and culture are based on the Sirius star, or the dog star. They're from Mali and Ghana, but their original ancestors were from Kemet. Their original ancestors were from Kemet. They were like of the priestly nature, and they had a lot of knowledge, and they actually migrated from Kemet to preserve the knowledge from the invaders. Now, the Dogons, you know, people were going and studying them in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and these people, the Dogons, told us, the world, basically about Sirius A, and they told us that there was a Sirius B. And, you know, at this point, we didn't know there was a Sirius B. These people, the Dogons, didn't have telescopes, so they couldn't possibly see it. And Sirius B is actually invisible to the eye. Sometimes you can see Sirius A. It's big and bright. Sirius B is small and invisible. The whole Sirius star system is 8.7 light years away. And the Dogons say that they were brought here from Sirius B, actually a planet that orbits Sirius B. Sirius B is a star. You can't live on a star. So, you know, they would talk to these scholars that was coming and talking to them, and they would actually draw out on the ground the whole solar system, not solar system, but the whole star system of Sirius. They would draw the orbits of Sirius and Sirius B. Now, at this point, the scholars didn't even know that there was a Sirius B until later. They had to do research and found out it was there. And they couldn't understand how the Dogons could draw the whole system, the orbits, like, you know, which way they went, and know that there was a Sirius B. There's also a Sirius C that they didn't know about, and they told, you know, the scholars about it and whatnot. And modern-day scholars actually didn't find it until 1995. They just found that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And so it's three of them. That one's a red dwarf, and it's real small. But, you know, the Dogons believe that they were created by, they call their creator Nomo. It's an air and water being, breathing air and water, just like we do. I said just like we do. You know, we born in the water, 10 months in the water, and we breathe, and then we come out. The Dogons say that they will return, and they will rule from the waters. This is, you know, I'm just telling you what they say, and, you know, that's how I came up with the conclusion. There's other tribes in Africa as well that share these same oral traditions. The Bozo tribe, Bambara tribe, the Akangana. Let me go back. Those original ancestors that came from Kemet, which all of this knowledge about Sirius and everything originally came from Kemet with these ancestors. But those ancestors worshipped Amun, A-M-U-N, that you might know from, you know, Egyptian literature. That's Amen. And today, the Dogons worship Amma, A-M-M-A, which is the same as Amun. They just call it, you know, it's a different name. The Dogons have at least 4 calendars: the solar calendar, the Venus calendar, the lunar calendar, and their most sacred calendar is based on Sirius, the Sirius solar system or star system. Sirius is connected in their folklore with Isis, and there's a phenomenon that happens called the rise of Sirius. This happens every year. And it's just a point when Sirius comes into a point in the sky where, like, it seems like you can see it moving up into the sky where you can see it really good. And, you know, it's an astronomical phenomenon. And in the Dogon calendar, this is their New Year's Day. And like I said, you know, they believe they're from there. Their people brought them here or whatever. That's pretty much it on the Dogon. That's pretty much it. I'll just keep it like that.
It has really good information, and it's very deep, and I think we're going to have a part 2 of the show because it's very interesting. And I think we can get some more information and share with people, you know, so they can get more of our understanding. I mean, we need to know this information, people. We really do. So, I mean, wow, that was just amazing. But anyway, I know we're going to come back on, well, tomorrow's my news hour. I do an hour of news tomorrow. And then Tuesday we're going to talk about survival tactics that you can use in a case where if we do run out of food, or, you know, if we you know, run out of, you know, we don't have no lights, or whatever it is we may need to know. We're going to be talking about that Tuesday. And I want to thank I.N.K Live for joining us tonight. We're definitely going to have part 2 of this. I'm thinking about doing it next Sunday, I.N.K, so we can both gather up some more information and share it with the people because they need to know this. I mean, we had a pretty good amount of people in the chat room, which is good because you do have some people who are willing to listen and you know, open up their minds.
Right.
So we're going to do this next Sunday again, everybody. We're going to get some more information and start sharing more information with you because it's well-needed information. And, again, tomorrow news. And we got, again, Tuesday, the survival tactics. J5, did you have a question for the brother?
No, just listening, picking up on things and so on. But I think he said makes pretty much sense to me. I just wish he could do to these little knucklehead kids out here and make them see.
That's all right. We'll get it. And I want to say this. For all the people that do get this knowledge, share it with somebody who may not know. You know, one of the things is, you know, we do have a lot of people who may not like to read, but if you know, get in a conversation with somebody and share it with some of your people because they need to know this too. That's what we don't do. We you know, get this information and we take it and we go to the next day, we forget about it. Let's start sharing it with people. Everybody, excuse me, I got a cold, but everybody understand that you know, word of mouth is the best tool to use to get something across. So start sharing it. If you learned something tonight that was very informative to you, share it with somebody else you know. Brothers,
even if you got to time down with some rope to a train track. You got to do that.
No, not really. You can engage them in a conversation and start out with something simple and then get into it. Look up to the stars and be like, hey, did you know anything about this? You know, any way you can get them involved, do it because they need to know this information. But I want to say thank you, I.N.K, for coming on. J5, we had another brother that called in. Lady P, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Fred, who was also, excuse me, guest on another show tonight. I'm going to start on the first show tonight. Everybody, I got a very bad cold at home, mind me, but we have Fred Brittle who came on, and everybody be sure to join the BFC network. It's free. Start doing stuff for your community. That's what I could pass on to you, and we're going to keep bringing the shows, so everybody stay tuned. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night at 10 o'clock.
Can I say something real quick? And I'm just presenting the stuff that I came across that gives me my perspective. You don't have to believe what you heard, you know, or anything like that. I'm just saying, look. It's out there, you know, and all the information is out there. Just look for yourself and then decide for yourself. Don't let anyone tell you the wrong thing because they can lead you down the wrong way. Just look for yourself, and you'll come to the truth if you look. Just knowledge yourself is inside.
All right, so they can make. All right, everybody. On that note, have a good night.
Swing down, just stop there. Let me ride. Put your hands together, y'all. Just stop there. Let me ride. Swing down, just stop there. Let me ride. Somebody help me sing, y'all.